Let me guess. You have a list of things you want to do, things you need to do, but right now you're lying flat. Maybe literally, maybe emotionally, and you're waiting. You're waiting for the motivation fairy to sprinkle some dust on you so you can finally spring out of bed and conquer the world. Yeah. She's not coming, and I have some good news and some bad news about that. The bad news is motivation is a liar. Promises to show up if you just rest a little longer, but it never does. The good news? You don't need her. You actually have the power to flip a switch in your brain right now and create motivation out of thin air. And no, it doesn't involve a cold plunge or an Instagram-worthy morning routine. Today, I'm walking you through a ridiculously simple framework I call the 10-minute compromise. It's only 3 steps, and by the end of this video, you'll have 0 excuses left. You asterisk, here's the thing we get wrong. We think the formula is motivation action. First I feel good, then I do the work. But the actual science, and I'll keep this quick, shows it's the reverse. Action motivation. You asterisk, your brain is like an old diesel engine. It doesn't start with a roar. It needs a crank. The hardest part is just getting the gears to turn once. So, when you're at 0 energy, asking yourself for 2 hours of deep work is like asking someone who just woke up to run a marathon. It's too big. Your brain shuts down to protect you. But what if we trick it? You asterisk, step 1 is the negotiation. You look at the task and you say, I'm not going to do the whole thing. I'm not even going to do half. You asterisk, you set a timer for 10 minutes. That's it. And here's the secret sauce. You give yourself full, unconditional permission to stop when the timer goes off. You voice over if you do 10 minutes and you're still miserable, you close the laptop. You walk away. No guilt. You held up your end of the bargain. But here's what usually happens. You asterisk, you sit down. You start. And about 6 minutes in, something shifts. The thing that felt like climbing a mountain just becomes a path. The anxiety of not doing it disappears because you're actually doing it. The timer goes off. The alarm rings. You look at it, then look back at your work, then back at the timer. You asterisk, the alarm rings. And most of the time, I'd say 9 times out of 10, you think to yourself, well, I'm already here. I'll just finish this paragraph. Or this page. You've broken the seal. The hardest part, the starting, is over. You asterisk now, step 3 is the most important part, and it's the one we usually skip. It's called radical forgiveness. Let's say the 10 minutes pass, and you're still drained. You did the time, and you genuinely cannot go on. You stop. Most of us would then spend the next hour feeling guilty for stopping. We'd beat ourselves up, which drains even more energy, creating a vicious cycle. You asterisk, don't do that. If you stop after 10, you win. You did 10 more minutes than 0. You prove to yourself that you can start. That act alone builds the muscle of discipline. It's a deposit in your confidence bank. You asterisk, look, I'm not promising that this turns you into a productivity robot. What I am promising is that it destroys the excuse of, I don't feel like it. Feeling is irrelevant to starting. Physics isn't. So here's my challenge to you. Right after this video, pick one thing you've been avoiding. Just one. Set a timer for 10 minutes. And in the comments, I want you to come back and tell me, did you stop? Or did you keep going? I genuinely want to know. You asterisk, if you want more ways to trick your brain into working with you instead of against you, hit that subscribe button. We're way too busy changing our lives to wait for motivation. I'll see you in the next one.